This is Ryan and Michelle, and welcome to the Celebrate Marriage Cast 5-Minute Friday.
Happy Friday, and we are so honored and excited to welcome back a guest from our show on Tuesday, Shaunti Feldhahn. She is a groundbreaking social researcher, best-selling author. Her books have sold over 3 million copies, public speaker, podcaster, wife, and mother. She received her master's degree from Harvard. She worked on Wall Street, and she has published a variety of books, so many. We actually went over her recent book, Secrets of Sex and Marriage, on our show on Tuesday. Welcome back to our show, Shaunti.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
So, Shaunti, you've done multiple research studies beyond the intimacy topic, which we touched on Tuesday, as Michelle said. Have you found anything in particular a key to a healthy marriage?
Yeah, actually, we did a study a few years ago about what are the most important habits of the happiest couples. Like, what are these people doing differently?
Yeah.
And we found the number one thing, and we actually think it's a prerequisite.
I'm so excited to hear. I feel like this is gold.
Yeah, this is like groundbreaking stuff here. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, well, it's actually pretty central. The number one thing we found is that the happiest couples, they choose to believe the best of their spouse's intentions towards them, even when they're legitimately hurt.
Wow.
Because, everybody gets hurt, right? Like, even, I love what one person said, like, even the most amazing, thoughtful, wonderful Christian husband or wife can be a jerk sometimes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean we don't care. So
That's so good.
That is gold.
Yeah.
Because that really changes the framework for everything, right?
Absolutely.
Something happens, I truly see the good in you and know that deep down, like, Ryan, that's not his heart. Like, he didn't mean to do that.
That's so good. So, Shaunti, each Friday, we give our listeners sort of an action point for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Would you lead us into one today or share one with us that we can have our listeners kind of implement over the weekend and ongoing?
Sure. The most simple way to implement this, the one that I was just saying, is that when you feel that sense of, ow, like something hurt my feelings, or I'm angry with them or whatever, instead of the natural place where our mind and heart wants to go, which is just a sinful tendency, we tend to go like, ow, like, you knew how that would make me feel and he said it anyway, right?
Yeah.
That means he doesn't care about me, right? Like, that's what our mind is thinking, even though we wouldn't use those words. And so the thing that the happiest couples did in terms of an action point was they had the ow because everybody gets hurt, but they stopped it and they went, no, I know he cares about me. I know she appreciates me or whatever. So they must not have known how that would make me feel, or they wouldn't have done it. They wouldn't have said it. And so the key is to ask yourself, what's a more generous explanation for this? And sadly, there are a small percentage of marriages where that's not the case, right? Where there is an abusive situation and it's different. But the vast majority, it was like 99.26 something percent of marriages, we care about each other. We just have to let ourselves believe it.
Wow. That's so good.
Yeah. That is something that if you can think about, obviously we're talking about marriage. I'm just thinking of so many things, a more generous explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, a positive view of it. Yeah, or, not even just for your spouse. If you can start applying that to other people, gosh, that really would change a lot.
People, work, so many things. I love that. That's so good. Yeah,
that's
so
great
good.
Assignment for the weekend.
Yeah.
Shaunti, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
And now our listeners have the key. Out of all the research, the golden key.
Yeah,
That's so great. This is gold. Thank you, Shaunti, for joining us again today. And thank you to our listeners for joining the Celebrate Marriage Cast. If you'd like further help or resources on marriage, we will put the show notes from Shaunti's Tuesday episode and her resources in our links. And also, you can check us out at celebrate.church/marriage. We want to say, going into the weekend, if you don't have a church home, we would love to meet you here at Celebrate. You can find out location and service times at celebrate.church. And we hope that you have a wonderful weekend.